We are swapping my screen time with my reading time. But oh my god.
Nothing like your smile in the morning, following the linings on your...
This got really bad. This isn't good. That's why we're doing this video. But hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Eilidh, and if you are not, then welcome back. It is so good to see you again. I'm not quite sure what happened these last few weeks, but I've been addicted to this thing, and I can't even tell you what I've been doing or what I've been watching or anything that has made me become addicted to this, but it's happened and it's ridiculous. And I'm slightly ashamed as well. But, you know, we're going to change that today. We are swapping my screen time with my reading time. Once again, if you haven't checked out my first video of me doing this, I did it a few months ago. Go check it out. It was so much fun and really did help me get out of this weird place I'm in, where I want to read, but my phone's getting in the way. I wouldn't say I'm in a slump, because once I'm reading, I'm like there, I'm in it, but it's getting into it is the hard thing. So yeah, and it's all because of this thing. Oh. Anyway, we're gonna change that, and we are going to do the average of my last week's screen time and do that, but read. Does that make sense? We're gonna read my average from last week's screen time. Yeah, wait, I've just confused myself. You know what I mean. So I don't know if I can put it on here, but my average for last week was 5 hours and 36 minutes. So that's how long we are going to be reading for. It's 5 hours and 36 minutes, which I think is roughly around the same that I did last time. I'm pretty sure. I think it was 6 hours last time. So it's gone down, the average, slightly. Or did I just do it for a day? I can't really remember, but we're doing it for the average today, so it doesn't really matter. So we're going to read for 5 hours and 36 minutes. I would say straight, but knowing myself, I will put myself in a slump. So we might walk the dogs in between, depending on the weather, because it is very gloomy. I mean, it's great for reading, but not for going out and walking the dogs, no. But yeah, 5 hours, 36 minutes. I have 2 books I might be like switching up from. I've got a personal book that I want to read, and then a book that I'm reading for another video that is coming out after this, which is The Dead Romantics. I've already started it. I'm not that far in, obviously, because I've been distracted by this thing. But I need to read this as quickly as I can for the video that is coming out next week. But I also need to read These Twisted Bonds, which is the second one to These Hallowed Vows, which I read in my 24-hour reading video. But I want to read this one. Even though I'm reading it in this video, I'm technically counting it as my personal one, because I read books for videos, but then I also read books for like me that I don't film. But then still, and I know I said I would do this, and I haven't yet, but I will be making an Instagram highlight of all the books that I have read but haven't put into a video ratings thing. So if you want to check that out, then go follow my Instagram. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it's there for you to enjoy. I don't know. But you can also follow my Goodreads as well, which is in the link in the description. I always have that there for you if you want to go check out. But these are the 2 books that I'm going to try and get through as much as I can, and try and also get through as much as I can in 5 hours and 36 minutes. It's very unlikely I'm going to finish any book, but we're going to give it a go. But I am a very slow reader, so please do not hold me to that. Okay, I'm going to start reading this one because I'm in the mood to read this book. And it's also a library book as well, so I need to read it before it expires. So let's read These Twisted Bonds. this pretty much sat here for just over an hour now. So done hour 1 and I'm on page 57, so I've read 50 pages. Really much, so I'm not that far in. But oh my god, I'm a little bit confused. I've kind of slightly forgotten what happened in the first book, so I probably should have like picked this up as soon as I finished the last one, but I didn't, so I'm like kind of remembering things, kind of not. But this book has picked up straight after the last book ended, and so much is happening that I'm just like, this is a lot. Like a lot has just happened in 50 pages, and it's not going into like great depth, but it's still pretty good. Like I'm probably gonna fly through this book. Yeah, but I'm kind of hungry, so I want to make some food, and I might read some more The Dead Romantics, or I might carry on with this. I don't know, but I think I'm gonna head downstairs, get some food, and continue reading one of these books. I think I might continue with these Twisted Bonds actually, and try and get like 100 pages in, and then I'll start reading this one. But I'll bring them both down with me anyway and see how it goes. But yeah, first hour done.
You.
Can do. There you
Do
go.
I have to? Okay, I'll mute me. This was bad.
So it has come to the last hour mark now. So I've been reading for, can't move this to the side, there we go. So I've been reading for 4.5 hours. Why did that take me forever to say? So I've just got another hour to go, and I wanted to give you guys a little update of what I've been reading. So I haven't really been talking as much, but I have read, I wouldn't say a chunk, but I'm like 100 pages off halfway of these Twisted Bonds. I'm on page 139, which I think is pretty good. Not gonna toot my own horn, but I have been in a bit of a reading slump lately. It's not been the books, it's only been me. Like, I haven't been able to focus properly, so it has been a bit of a challenge. So the fact that I was able to read almost 200 pages of this book is pretty good. I'm aiming to get halfway through this by the end of this challenge because I'm kind of enjoying what's happening here. There's still points where I'm a bit like, it can go into a little little bit more depth about things, where I find that it just sometimes scrapes the surface. Because some fantasies you get like really into-depth scenes and like it can last forever, the scene, and sometimes it's not so much, it kind of just skims the surface. This one is definitely a skims the surface sort of one, and I don't mind it, because when it does skim the surface, then a lot more can happen. That's what I'm trying to say. But I find that there are moments where it can be so good if it just went a little bit more in depth about what's happening in the scene. But yeah, I'm not mad about it at the moment. I'm just really tired, but that's because of the slump I'm in. I also, as you saw, did read a couple more pages of these Dead Romantics, but you're gonna have to wait for me to explain this book in my next upcoming video, which should be out after this, so you don't have to wait too long. But yeah, if you want to hear me talk about this book, then you've got to wait for that next video. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm already very excited to read this book. There's a lot that's already happening, and I'm not even that far in, and I'm already like, oh, what's going on here? But yeah, we've got 1 hour left to go. I'm gonna carry on reading these Twisted Bonds, but before I do that, I want to clarify something, okay? Because my dyslexic brain has fooled me once again. I have been saying a book title for the last, I don't know how many times, very wrong. And that is these hollow vowels. It should be hollow, H-O-L-L-O-Y. Why? W. I can't even spell. I've been saying hello. It's not hello, not H-A-L-L-W. No, it's H-O-L-L-O-W. Hollow, not hello. And my sister had to call me up and tell me that I've been saying it wrong the whole time, so thanks, Karen. So I've just been embarrassing myself about that, but just wanted to clarify, it's hollow. It's these hollow vowels, not hello. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. My mistake. But I'm gonna probably carry on reading these Twisted Bonds, the second book to these hollow vowels. Yeah, so I'll probably give you guys an update when I finish the challenge and tell you my last thought about the books. Isn't great lighting, but it's because I have this on. That's even worse. But hello, my darling. Ooh. We have reached the 5.5 hour mark. Well, to be fair, we've done over this because I forgot to press start the last time I stopped it for like an hour. So I've done an hour over, but I didn't want you guys to think I was cheating, so I just left it running and I carried on reading for another hour anyway. But that is pretty much it. I've done it, and I've read pretty much 200 pages of these Twisted Bonds. It is starting now to get good. Like, I can see myself finishing this book really quickly, and I am enjoying it, yeah. There are moments where I'm a bit like, there could be a little bit more detail about this, like this can go a little bit further, but it doesn't sort of moments. But I'm still enjoying it. I still think it's a really good book, and I'm definitely going to read it in the next few days. I'll probably finish it actually tomorrow or something like that. But yeah, very glad that I picked this up. Also, These Dead Romantic. Again, I only read a couple of pages about that, but if you want to hear me talk about more of this book, talk more about this book, then you've got to wait next week for my upcoming video where I'll be reading this. Again, I'm not very far into it. I've literally just started it, but so far so good. But I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. That would be absolutely amazing. I love you all, and I will see you all in the next one. That was so cringy. Bye.